guys. We'll just wait a few seconds, let more people come on. We're gonna start on our tummies for those of you who are ready to get started. Welcome, I'm Jess. If you have a couple blocks, feel free to grab your blocks and place them right underneath your shoulder heads, right here, so you would lie onto the blocks. You guys can all hear me, I'm assuming, all good. Last time I had a video cut out, so hopefully all's good. Hi, Chloe. So from your bellies, with or without the blocks, palms will come face up behind you. And then really allow for your heart space, your head, everything to soften down to the mat. Go ahead and close your eyes. And then really allowing yourself to connect. Maybe that connection means that you are thinking of how your day was, anything that went wrong, anything that went right. Maybe you've had a super busy day like me, and this connection is a way to soften. In which case, you'll acknowledge the soften, how amazing it feels just to flop on your belly. And then without thinking about it too much, just notice your breath. What happens on the exhale? Maybe giving your forehead a gentle rock from side to side. Take 3 breaths here. All you have to do is arrive. Doesn't matter what distractions are there. If you use the blocks, you'll just place them off to the side. And then cactus into your arms, and then bring your right cheek down to the mat. Take a full breath in through the nose. Open mouth, sigh. Once more, inhale, fill up. Big breath out. Your right arm is going to stay cactus exactly as it is, so the elbow's in line with the shoulder blade. And then go ahead and straighten your left arm out to the side and come high onto the left fingertips. Full inhale here. Full breath out. Bend your left leg to a 90-degree bend so the sole of your left foot would face the ceiling. And now bring your left hand underneath the shoulder blade, still high onto the fingertips. And over your next exhale, I want you to press into the left hand and begin to peel your left hip open to the left wall. Some of you might place the left foot behind you. Some of you might be going further and reaching your left arm back and grabbing your foot. If you've lost the sensation in the right shoulder, come back to the bend. Make sure the elbow is in line with the shoulder blade. And then right away, notice what happens with your head. I have to consciously tell myself to drop the right side of my head back down to the mat. Maybe going for more space, you'll press a little bit more into the left hand. Full inhale here. Big breath out. One more time, inhale. Let it go. Super slowly, only when you feel ready, you'll come back to center. Cactus the left arm. Drop your left cheek to the mat. Extend your right arm out to the side. Come onto the fingertips. Full inhale. Big breath out. Bend your right leg. Sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Bring your right hand underneath the right shoulder blade. And now peel the hips open to the right. Right away, notice if this side has more space, less space. Paying attention to our bodies. Soften the left cheek back down to the mat. Full inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Once more, inhale. Let a sigh out. Coming back to center. Cactus the arms, bend both legs this time. And just begin to windshield wash your knees from left to right. I always like to bring my forehead down and rock it from side to side at the same time. Releasing, extending both legs back behind you. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Press up to your forearms and come into a Sphinx pose. So the shoulder heads are stacked right over the elbows. Forearms are straight out in front of you. And then gaze at your fingertips. Really open up the palms. And then our gaze comes straight up front. Pelvis presses down, heart drags up slightly. Shoulders squeeze together, down and back. Take a full inhale. Big breath out. Once more, inhale. Let it go. Staying exactly as you are, I want you to bend the right leg, but this time you'll keep your leg on the mat and begin to slide it up towards the right elbow. So you're in this like half frog shape, half sphinx. Our knees in line with the ankle. Flex the toes up towards you. And notice any cravings to move, rearrange. Maybe right away the hip flexors are screaming. In which case, I want you to back off the bend slightly. Come to your breath. Take 2 more here. Maybe rocking your neck from side to side. Last full breath. Let it go. Release your right leg all the way towards the back. And then bring your forehead down to the mat. Cactus the arms. Give yourself a little breather. Either cheek hits the mat. Maybe you give your bum a little shake from side to side. Once you feel ready, come back up to your Sphinx pose, shoulder head stacked over the elbows. And then when you're ready, slide the left knee on the floor towards the left elbow. This side feels like night and day for me from the right. I don't know why. Paying attention, what feels good. Part of that being present is noticing how the shapes feel in the body. I find it so easy sometimes to come to class, come to my mat, do a live, whatever, and you're just moving through the motions like muscle memory. We're not even thinking about what we're doing. So today I'm really focusing on every moment, being present. And for me, being present in this moment means noticing that this side feels easier than the first. Hi, puppy. My dog is coming to see me. Yes, Dot, we're busy. Take one more full breath here. Big breath out. She loves those big belly breaths. Extend the left leg back behind you. Drop down to your forehead. And then bring your hands by your side, palms face up. Full belly breath in through the nose. Big sigh out. Once more, inhale. Let it go. Reach your arms towards the top of the mat. Press into your hands and bring your hips back towards the heels. Find a child's pose. Maybe you lift the elbows off the mat. Maybe you come high onto the fingertips. Know that everything that I'll guide you through is a maybe. It's a suggestion. Anything you could try to do to become more present. How could you make it feel good for your body? Soften your jaw, last full breath. Let it go. On your next inhale, come through to a tabletop. Shoulder head stacked over the wrists, hips stacked over the knees. Spread through the fingertips. On your next inhale, drop the belly, gaze comes up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, release round, tuck the chin in, puff the shoulder blades up, arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze comes up. Exhale, release round. Move with your breath. And see if you could fully exhale. I find it super easy sometimes to just let out this, but actually your exhale, your belly, your lungs is far more full than that. So really focus on holding onto the exhale. Completely empty out. Take 3 more. I'm like loving this at-home yoga lately. Just kind of wearing whatever you want. No one can see you. I know you guys can all see me, but nobody can see you. And just moving so freely, not caring what it looks like, what your hair looks like, what yoga pants you have on. Last breath. Come to a neutral tabletop, gaze comes down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a big breath out. Once more together, inhale. Let it go. Extend your right leg towards the back wall, and right away I want you to bend the right leg, extend the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. And then get super light onto the right fingertips, and then super light onto the left fingertips. So there's all this weight dropping back. Really using the left glute to lean back and the right glute to fire the right leg up. You got it. Last 2 breaths. One more full breath. Release your hands down, drop the right knee down, and begin to walk your hands back towards the thighs. Come into a half standing, so we're on the knees. Inhale, arms reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Once more, inhale, your full inhale, gaze up. Completely exhale, hands through to heart center. Soften the shoulders. Come back to the moment. Curl the toes under. And then with so much control, I want you to shift your weight into your left knee. And then step your right foot to the top of the mat. Find a monkey lunge. Arms reach up to the ceiling. Interlace your hands to the base of your skull. Only if it feels good, you might find a little back bend. Expanding through the heart space. Really focusing on those full breaths here. Last 2. One more breath. Inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, plant the hands down, curl the left toes under, your low runner's lunge. Magical place to grab some blocks if the mat is just too far. Right knee sent over the right ankle. Right away, fire up the left leg by shifting forward slightly. Squeeze into the left glute. Take an inhale. Now as you exhale, pull the hips back, straighten the right leg. Inhale, come forward. Full exhale, pull the hips back, straighten the right leg, and maybe you flex the right toes up. Inhale, come forward. Now exhale, we'll pause. Pull the hips back, straighten the right leg. Maybe you drop the left heel. Maybe this is way too much for you. You'll shorten your stance. Take 2 more full breaths. Commit to the exhale. 1 more. Big sigh out. Inhale, shift forward, low runner's lunge. And now extend the right leg up towards the sky. I like to drop down a block setting here. 1 more full breath. Exhale, drop the left knee, untuck the back toes, find a modified side plank, with or without your block, you decide. Maybe giving it a try today. If you're using the block, you should feel so much space coming to the lower side of your body, so much lift up. Squeeze into the left glute. And now lift your right foot up 1 inch. Don't even think about it. Breathe there. Last 2. 1 more full breath. Tabletop. Drop the right hand. Left hand comes down off the block. Give your hips a shake. Full inhale through the nose. Big sigh out. Extend your left leg towards the back. Right away, sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Really find your lift. Left fingertips get super light. Same with the right hand. You would feel the weight shoot back. Kick up through the left leg. 1 more breath here. palms come down, left knee comes down. Walk your hands back towards the thighs. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands through to heart center. Once more, inhale, fill up, gaze up. Hands through to heart center. Curl the toes under, weight shifts into the right knee. Pause for a moment. Find the little wobble. Stabilizer's working. And then send your left foot to the top of the mat. Find your monkey lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, sink in. Welcoming the same arm variation you took for side. I'll interlace my hands at the base of my skull again. Just breathe. 2 more full breaths. Sink even more. Inhale. Big breath out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, plant your hands down to the mat. Low runner's lunge. Curl the right toes under. Right knee lifts up with or without your block. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, pull the hips back, straighten the left leg. Woo, mama, this side. Inhale, shift forward, bend the front knee. Exhale, pull back. Once more, inhale, come forward. Exhale, pull back, pause. Maybe you flex the left toes towards you again. Maybe this side's no bueno and you shorten the stance. Maybe you can drop the right heel, lengthen through the whole back leg. Soften your head, heart drapes over the thigh. Last full inhale. Big breath out. Inhale, shift forward, low runner's lunge. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Find a gentle twist. Always an option to drop the back knee. We'll keep it lifted if you can for a few breaths. Left hips shifting back, right hips charging forward. Challenge the gaze. You got it. Last 2. 1 more breath. Your modified side plank. Drop the right knee, untuck the back toes. Open up to the left. Hips, shoulders open to the side. With or without the block. Press the mat away. And now lift your left foot up 1 inch just because I know you can. I'm breathing there with you. Last 2. For 1. Down to your tabletop. Cycle through a couple cat-cows. Let that go. Rock through the hips. Deep breath in. Big breath out. 1 more time. Inhale. Big sigh out. Curl the toes under. Hover your knees 1 inch off the mat. Deep breath here. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out. Walk it out, shake it out. Maybe this is your first down dog of the weekend, of the day. Maybe there's a bend into the knees. Last full breath in. Full belly breath out. On your next inhale, extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. And now bend the right leg. Peel the hips open to the side. Full inhale. As you exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Drop the left knee, come into a lizard. Always an option to use the blocks again here, guys. Take a full inhale. Let it go. And now really pressing into the right big toe. This time I'll ask you to resist the urge to want to peel the right knee open and come onto the knife side edge. Really press into the right big toe. Take 2 more big breaths. Last full breath. Curl the left toes under, left knee lifts off. Your inhale. Big breath out. Finding some cat-cow-like shapes here. On your inhale, drop the left hip to the mat. Gaze up. As you exhale, lift the hips up. Maybe you straighten slightly into the right leg. Inhale, shift forward, drop the left hip, gaze up. Exhale, lift up. Just 2 more. Inhale. Full exhale, lift up. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come to neutral. Exhale, your yogi squat. Left leg mirrors your right. Maybe you're sitting on a block. First one. Sitting up really tall here. Hands come to heart center. Close the eyes. Slight tuck of the chin in towards the chest. Full inhale. Big breath out. Once more, inhale. Let it go. Arms reach out in front of you, palms come face up. If you've been to my class before, you know what's coming. Inhale here. As you exhale, lift up halfway. Holding in your squat. Maybe you find the beat, give your hips a little rock from side to side. Turn the breath on, dial it up. Becomes louder than the sensation. Breathe here, last 3. For 2. Fold forward, feet come in hip distance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up, full body stretch, gaze up. Bend the knees, dive forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, just fold. Maybe you grab the big toes. Maybe you're swaying, maybe you're walking it out. Maybe you'll interlace your hands to the base of your skull. Find a gentle pull. Tucking the chin in towards the chest, opening up some fascia from the bottom of your heel all the way to the top of your head. The last big breath. Exhale, release whatever grip you have. Hands come down to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, high plank pause. Option to cycle through vinyasa or find downward facing dog. You decide. Deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale. Once more, inhale. Let it go. Left leg extends all the way up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open your hips up to the left. Take a full inhale. Exhale, lizard. Left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Deep breath in here. Big breath out. One more time, inhale. Let it go. Focus on pressing into the left big toe. Curl the right toes under, right knee lifts up. On your inhale, drop the right hip down to a hover. Gaze up. Exhale, release round, tuck the chin in, puff up, maybe you straighten the left leg slightly. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, release round. Twice more, your breath. Last one. Come back to a neutral pelvis. Yogi squat. Right leg mirrors the left. Full inhale through the nose. Big breath out. One more time, inhale. Let it go. Maybe you bring your feet a little wider this round. Maybe you're ditching a block. Slightly lean back. Feel a little tuck of the tailbone underneath of you. Arms reach out in front of you. Close your eyes. Focus on the breath. Inhale here. Exhale, sigh. Once more, inhale. Exhale. On your next exhale, lift your hips up shoulder height, pause. Weight draws back into the heels. Toes get super light. Breathe here. Gaze down. You got it. Take 3 breaths. Last 2. One more. Exhale, plant the hands down, heel toe the feet in, fold forward, walk it out. Half lift, inhale. Plant your hands, find your high plank. Meeting in down dog, optional vinyasa. You decide. Full belly breath in. Big breath out. Once more, inhale. Let it go. Come through to a tabletop. Cycle through a cat-cow, catch your breath. Maybe you take some water. From your neutral tabletop, full breath in here. And a big breath out. Once more, inhale. Let it go. Curl the toes under. Walk your hands back towards the thighs. Come into that half standing. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands through to heart center. One more time, inhale. Hands through to heart center. This time, inhale, arms reach up. And now as you exhale, I want you to slightly lean back, just slightly. Hands will come to the lower back if you'd like, fingertips face down. If you feel really open in the back and you want to bring your hands down towards the heels or the calves, go for it. And then focus on your breath. That full inhale to the lungs right now is expanding through all the intercostal muscles all throughout the ribs. Maybe you close the eyes. One more breath. Slowly come up the same way you went down. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Weight shifts into the left knee. Slowly step your right foot to the top of the mat. Monkey lunge. Arms reach up. Exhale, sink in. Take whatever arm variation you just went with, that just came to you naturally. Whether you took up space, reaching out to the side, maybe you love the arms interlaced. Maybe your hands come to the right thigh, a little softness. One more full breath. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Curl the left toes under. Left knee lifts up. Full inhale. Big breath out. 2 breaths here. You got it. Last breath. We're going to come into an extended side. So when you feel ready, bring your right hand down to the inside of your right foot or to a block. And now peel the left toes open to the side wall, drop the left heel down, and reach your left arm up towards the sky. Fixing the block. Maybe you need more space, less space. And now pull the right leg straight. And then exhale, bend back into it. Inhale, pull it straight. Feels so good. Bend back into it. 3 more, your breath. We all meet back with the bent knee. Soften the left shoulder away from the ear. From the bent knee, you might bring the left hand to your lower back. Maybe it's coming to your right hip crease. And I want you to gaze up towards the ceiling. And as you begin to lift slightly the left shoulder up towards the ceiling and back behind you, notice how the right fingertips got a little lighter. Press to the pinky side edge of your left foot. Squeeze muscle to bone. I'm here with you. Last 2. If you're using a block here, I want you to grab the block. On your next inhale, come up to a warrior 2. Gazing over the right fingertips, right over the right block. Sink into the front knee. Deep belly breath in here. Exhale, sink in 1 inch. Front knee speaking loudly. Breathe here, last 2. 1 more breath. Half moon, right hand or right block comes down to the mat super slowly. Left leg reaches up. Hip stack, shoulder stack, open to the left. Some of you might go for the bind. Press into the right big toe. Your left big toe is reaching up towards the ceiling. Shine the pelvis to the left. Heart includes, turn to the left. 1 more full breath. Exhale, big toes meet, well done, full forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, just fold. Inhale, arms reach up, big stretch, gaze up. Bend the knees, dive forward. Half lift, inhale. Downward facing dog, optional vinyasa, you decide. What do you need? Full inhale. Big sigh out. Once more, inhale. Big breath out. Shift forward, high plank. Drop down to the knees. Walk your hands back towards the thighs. Come up to that half standing. Inhale, arms reach up. Hands through to heart center. Once more, inhale. Through to heart center. Inhale, come all the way up. And then maybe exhale, begin to lean back. Maybe you grab the ankles, the calves. Maybe you bring your hands to the lower back again. Give yourself some support. Focus on squeezing everything to midline. Sometimes it helps to put a block in between the thighs to really focus on squeezing in. Scapula draws together. Head drops back. This is when I want out. When this pose is over for me. Now is when we breathe. Take 2 more breaths. Last breath. Come to an embryo pose or child's pose. Arms reach back behind you, palms face up. Come back to that moment, that stillness. Full inhale. Big breath out. Press back up to a tabletop. Walk the hands back. Hands come through to heart center. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Weight shifts into the right knee. Left knee super slowly steps all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Arms reach back behind you. Maybe you grab the binds. Full breath here. Full breath out. Challenging the heart opener. Sinking deeply, opening into all the top of that right leg. One more breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Full inhale through the nose. Big breath out. You got it. Breathe. Last two. One more full breath. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot. We're opening up into the extended side angle. So drop the right heel. Right toes point towards the right. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Adjusting your block. If this is bothering your neck, I want you to gaze down at your beautiful left big toe. Take a full breath in. Big breath out. You got it, guys. Breathe through it. Sink into the front hip. Squeeze into the right leg. Last three. For two. You got it. If you used your block in our half moon, you'll take it with you on this journey. Press up. Deep breath in. Now as you exhale, pull the left leg straight. Inhale, shift forward, bend the front knee. Exhale, pull it back. Once more, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, come forward, bend the front knee. And now come up to your warrior two with or without your block. Right away, soften the shoulder heads away from the ears. Crown of the head lengthens up. Sink in. This is it. Last little bit of hard work. Breathe through it. Challenge yourself. You're uncomfortable. Last two. One more breath. Your half moon. Left hand comes down. Right leg lifts up. Notice if your left toes are trying to cheat over to the right, keep them parallel. Focus on the right hip flexor, peeling up and over to the right. You got it. 3 big breaths. If you fall out, come right back in. I'm here with you. Find an edge. Inhale. Big toes meet. Forward fold. Let that go. Half lift. Inhale. Plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Full inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Right leg lifts up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open your hips off to the right. If you want to flip, go for it. Maybe you can take a wild thing. Maybe you stay in your 3-legged dog and focus on the kick up. Full belly breath, support the spine. Last one. Right hand plants down, right leg lifts up. Your inhale, half pigeon. Beautiful place for a block to come underneath the right hip. If you feel like you're collapsing over to the side. Maybe a block comes under the forehead as you begin to melt down. Bring your palms face up. Gentle rock of the forehead from side to side. Staying present in the body, in the moment. Now when the movement begins to slow down, the thoughts begin to creep in. The to-do lists, the doubts, our breath becomes this anchor in, this lure, this hold, where every exhale we soften into the mat. Our body surrenders just a little bit more at a time. Take a full inhale through the nose. Full breath out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Totally empty out. Inhale. Let it go. Starting to find a momentary pause at the bottom of your exhale. Last big breath in here. Big belly breath out. Walking back up to your hands. Keep your legs exactly where they are. And then just for a moment, what would it feel like to walk your hands high onto the fingertips towards the hips? Yeah, squeeze into the left glute. Draw the right hip back slightly as the left hip would shift forward. Draw the shoulders back. Gaze might come up. Full inhale. Let it go. Once more, inhale. Big breath out. Plant your hands back down, coming the same way we came down. Curl the left toes under. And as slowly as you possibly could, you would come to a three-legged dog. Zero rush. Take your sweet time. Peel the hips open to the right. Make a giant circle in the air. Rotate through the hip. And then find a downward facing dog. Full inhale through the nose. Big breath out. Once more, inhale. Let it go. Gaze between your thumbs. Step or hop through your half lift. Exhale to your fold. Inhale, arms reach up, big stretch. Hands through the heart center, pause. Before we hit our second side, I just want you to move your hips from side to side. Feeling for space, stickiness. Letting some blood move. Take a deep breath in. Big belly breath out. Inhale, arms reach up, big stretch, gaze up. Bend the knees, we dive forward. Half lift, inhale. Plant your hands, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa, you decide. Full belly breath in. Full belly breath out. Extend your left leg up. Peel the hips open to the side. Maybe super slowly you flip. Maybe this side sucks. Maybe this side you surprised yourself and it happened. Well done. If you're breathing, you're doing it. Squeeze into the glutes. Weights into the heels. Heart drags forward. Last two. One more breath. Three-legged dog. First plant the left hand. Lift the left leg up. Full inhale. Exhale, half pigeon. Setting yourself up for a similar pose on the first side. Lose the expectation. When you feel ready, you'll slowly work your way down to maybe your forehead. Maybe the palms would come face up again. Soften the jaw. That space in between your ears and your shoulders totally melts. Let your hips take some more heat. Lighten the forearms, lighten the hands. Deep belly breath in here. Let it go. Deep breath in. Let it all out. Keep focusing on your breath. Anytime a thought creeps in, you just say, maybe even out loud, take a deep breath. Stay present. Dance around in your smoke and flicker out. Nothing like I used to know. I don't believe in safety nets. Where are you holding just a little bit that wouldn't need it? Where could you soften? Where's that place you'd like to lean to? Are you contemplating ditching a block? Is there more space? Slowly press yourself back up to your hands, and then walk your hands back towards your hips. Right away, greet the sensation with a full breath in, huge breath out. One more time, inhale, let it go. Once you feel ready, satisfied on this side, we come out of it the same way we came in. Slower than you want to. Curl the right toes under, three-legged dog. Peel the hips open to the left. Find that giant circle through molasses. Downward facing dog. Full belly breath in. Full breath out. Drop down to the knees. And then turn to face the left edge of your mat. We're gonna find a little frog before our Shavasana. We took a half little baby frog, but I feel like we're ready for it. It might feel good to roll up the edges of your mat. If you do not have good knees, I don't want you to do this pose if it doesn't feel good for you, so just take a moment, paying attention. And then before you come down all lovely, I want you to gaze back at your feet and make sure that your feet are in line with your knees. And all 10 toes are flexed up. I'm gonna come on my rug and do this. And then maybe you would drop down to the forearms. Beautiful place to use some blocks still. And now draw your hips towards the heels 1 inch. Take a full inhale through the nose. Big sigh out. Every exhale, I want you to focus on drawing the hips back. Back through the thought, back through the conversation. Any stress, emotion, anxiety, you name it, it's in this moment. It's so easy to get up and walk away. Focus on the breath. You can stay present. If you're comfortable, I want you to get uncomfortable. Draw the hips back. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. This possibly is my favorite pose to teach in a packed yoga room. The breath. I think it's also too that like everyone's gazing down, so there's this kind of feeling that you're enclosed, you're not open and exposed, everyone's gazing down, and the breath that comes out, the resistance, the urge to want to leave, coming back in and out. This pose is quite powerful. So take 5 of your deepest breaths. And then I always say in class to inspire your neighbor with the breath, but it's more than inspiring them, it's when they themselves lose their breath, hearing your breath will keep them in. So imagine there's a neighbor next to you needing a breath. A neighbor next to you going through stress, emotion, anxiety, fear. Send a breath their way. Full inhale. Let it go. 2 more, you got it. Make some noise. Last big breath here. Let it go. Press back up to your hands. Gently bring the heels in together, and then you would draw the knees back to center and just find a child's pose right as you are. Slowly making your way down to your final resting pose.